Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Gord Heidel. I'm the program facilitator, one of the program facilitators for the Regina District Industry Education Council. It's my pleasure today to introduce Destinee Peter. Destinee is the owner and operator of Tangles Hair and Beauty Salon since October 1st, 2013, so 8 years now. And she has a great career path story that she's going to share with you. Before we get started though with Destinee, if you see this, if you could please fill out a survey. It enters you for a $50 draw each month. That would be much appreciated. And that survey link can be found on the website at www.rdiec.ca. That's www.rdiec.ca. So without any further ado, Destinee, I'll turn it over to you. Thank you very much.
Hi, so a little bit about me. My name is Destinee Peter. I am 31 years old. I am the owner and operator of Tangles Hair and Beauty Salon since October 1st, 2013. So it has been 8.5 years now. I am a journey person hairstylist, a certified esthetician, and a medical esthetician as well. I am from Carry the Kettle, Nakota Nation. I'm very proud of that. Next slide. My education. I will start in the beginning. I went on a Fukuoka, Japan student exchange program in 2005, summer of 2005. I think it was after grade 9 for part of the summer. And then I graduated from F.W. Johnson Collegiate here in Regina. And shortly after that, I always knew that I had a passion for doing hair. So even growing up, I was always in trouble because I was cutting my little sister's hair. I was coloring their hair and coloring the bathroom. So as soon as I was done graduating, I enrolled into cosmetology at Avant-Garde. Right after that, I took my aesthetics course at Avant-Garde as well. Right after that, I actually started working at Tangles Hair. It was hair and tanning at the time, and from there I took some hairstyling educational destination cruises. I took one in October 2010 and February 2012, which was very, I learned a lot on those cruises actually. March 2017 to April, I took my laser course, my medical aesthetics course. And then January 2020, I took my microneedling and DF machine course. So when did I take over the salon? In between 2013. So yeah, before I took my laser and aesthetics course, I purchased Tangles, and I was only 22 years old at the time. So that was a very big decision. It was scary, but that's what I always wanted in life. So I went for it. This is my salon. The moment I took over the salon, I remodeled it. I rebranded this Tangle so it did not look anything like it does right now. So it took me a long time to get it to where it looks right now because I had to save a bunch of money and then change all the things that I wanted it to make it feel like it was my salon. So there with the whole front and the new signage, that's new. All of our new, I had to get all new electrical work in the inside and put it against the walls, and my laser machine room we built, and we made the other room into an aesthetics room. So because I am a business owner, I have a lot of duties that I take. I have a team of 5 stylists and technicians, and they've been with me almost from day one for like 7 and 6 years now. So obviously I must be doing something right. My duties are I pay my staff, I do my payroll, I do payroll remittances every month, I pay my taxes and bills, and that was a long journey of figuring out even how to do it, so that if there was something I wanted to learn before I took over a salon at such a young age. It was just more about running a business, because it took me, I had to learn all that in such a short time. And then so order product and salon supplies, I have to do that almost weekly for my girls, for my team. I am in charge of making any final decisions, such as hiring and firing, monthly team meetings. We have team meetings once a month, and we discuss our monthly goals, our monthly deals. We decide what we're going to put on for our monthly deals. Also at those monthly team meetings, if there's an issue, we all sit down and we figure it out and grow as a team, I guess. During those monthly team meetings, we make sure everyone is putting in their part. I make sure everyone is putting in their part for our cleaning list. I make sure everyone is following our protocols and what we represent as a brand. I make sure that our team is getting along. Also, as I said above, we all do that mainly in our monthly team meetings. We respect each other and we treat others how we want to be treated. Most of all, I treat them now how they want to be treated. I manage all the social media pages, so our Facebook, our Instagram. Actually, I let the girls or my team do our TikTok because I'm not big on TikTok, and I have so many things that I'm trying to juggle. My duty is also to network, so I get myself out with the community, and I go to any events and try to network and meet many people. And now that I'm 8 years into the business, I've realized how important that is. And I wish I realized how important that was in the beginning, because I was just such a shy person. But networking and getting your name out there and meeting people is what helps build your business. And continued education. Our team, that's one of our yearly goals that we do as a team, is we take as many classes as we can to continue our education and, stay on top of trends and just learning and getting better at what we do. So this is my team that I have now. They've all been with me pretty much from day one, like for 7 years. So yeah, it's the 5 of us. There's always people that come in with us, but those are the main 5. The equipment that we use, the spaces that we work in, we do haircuts and hair coloring. That's our biggest service. Full body waxing and sugaring, lash extensions, laser services such as laser hair removal. That's our second top service. Spider vein removal, photofacials, skin rejuvenation, age and sunspot removal, microneedling with our DF machine, and our skincare line we just brought in. We use Environ skincare line. It is a medical grade skincare line, and we also do lash lift and tints. So those are just some pictures of what we do. We're big on balayaging and foliage, haircuts, laser, eyelash, lash lift and tints, microneedling, skincare, and our makeup. So some awards and accomplishments that I have won. I'll start from the bottom, I guess. So 2019 is where it all began. I was recognized and I was nominated for Can-Do's National Indigenous Youth Panelist. So that was super exciting. I got to go to Gatineau, Quebec to speak on a panel amongst 6 other Indigenous youths. 2019, I won the Entrepreneurial Spirit Award by CEIF. 2020 National Indigenous Youth Business Award of Excellence by NACA. That was a national award, which was actually really exciting and big. I got to meet a lot of people back in Gatineau, Quebec. 2020, I won the International Indigenous Hairstylist of the Year by International Indigenous Fashion Week. 2021, I won the National Indigenous Up and Comer Award by Powwow Pitch. That one actually got a lot of recognition. I was super thankful since I just had my second baby, and it was just very uplifting. I was also the 2021 Indigenous Entrepreneur Award finalist by WESC, 2022 Paragon Business of Excellence Award finalist by Regina Chambers of Commerce, Some other things that I'm just really proud of is I'm a mentor for Startup Canada women. I'm a facilitator for Matchsticks Indigenous Women Sparking Entrepreneurship in You, as well as I'm a facilitator for Matchsticks Indigenous Women's Mentoring Circle. And NACA, I sit on NACA's National Indigenous Youth Business Advisory Council, YBAC, so I get to meet with them. It's supposed to be, I think, like quarterly, but since COVID hit, I don't get to meet up with them very often, just through Zoom. But we meet up in Gatineau, Quebec. So these are just some of the pictures. I was recently in Gatineau, Quebec, amongst some other Indigenous youth business owners. And some awards that I've won that I'm really proud of, and then where it all began, my in the Indigenous youth panel. Some challenges and stressors about being an entrepreneur. I think my biggest was when I first started out, I was only 22 years old and I couldn't get approved for a loan, and I didn't have a co-signer. So that was my biggest challenge, I think, in the very beginning. Thankfully, though, I was really smart with my money growing up. I got a job at a really young age and I would just save all my money. So with all my savings growing up, I actually bought my salon out with cash. I finding the team that I have now, that was actually another challenge in the beginning. I didn't have any staff when I first took over the salon. So I eventually started hiring and then firing until I built the team that I have now. And like we work together because we're all trustworthy, we're hard workers, and we all have like the same mindset, I guess. You know, now that we've all grown, we do have families that we all have to take care of. So we work hard so that we can provide for that for our families. Another challenge was just being a young Indigenous woman entrepreneur. I was 22, so I didn't have any kids at the time. I now have a 3-year-old son and a 10-month-old baby. And also just overcoming like barriers and stereotypes. So a lot of things that I get are, you should maybe be a stay-at-home mom and look after your babies. Would you ever think about that? And in my mind, I'm always like, why do I have to put my dreams aside? So I think that just gives me that fire and desire even more to make my salon successful and just show other women to like not care about what people have to say. And I want to show other women and Indigenous kids that they should follow their dreams and do what they want to do. And yeah, they should use that as a to keep that burn inside of them. Also, getting through COVID-19, that was really difficult for me. I had to cut costs any way possible to stay afloat. I delivered products with my one boy at the time. He would take naps. I'd drive around and do deliveries, and yeah, that was a struggle, but we did it. And finding a healthy balance between family and running business. I definitely think that having a family made me find that healthy balance. I was working like 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. 6 days a week in the beginning. So that definitely made me cut back and figure out what was really important and made me juggle things more easier. It made me actually put a lot more trust into my team. Another challenge is no shows and last minute cancellations. So I'm not too sure. A lot of people don't realize that when we have a no show or somebody doesn't call, we don't get paid for that. So we're sitting here for however, if they came in for a color, usually 3 hours, 2 to 3 hours, and we don't get paid for that. So it's really important, I find, to let our clients know to at least give us a 24-hour heads up that they can't make it or something came up. We really appreciate that. And for me, I got no mat leave being the owner. So that was really difficult. But, I brought my first baby with me to the salon and I got through that first year. My husband actually took the pat leave and he got like 7 months off in the beginning. So that helped also. But between the both of us, we made it work. Here's just some of our work that we're proud of. Some colors, some trends. So salary and benefits, how we get paid. So my girls get commission or hourly rate. So usually if you don't have your journey person, like your red seal yet, you start at 45% commission, but you can go up. And the hourly rate usually starts at minimum wage, but you really want to work hard to reach your commission. And so that's how my girls, what they are at right now, they're on commission, and they work really hard. And the harder they work, the higher their commission goes. And the holidays, they obviously need to be approved by the employer. I'm really good with approving the girls' holidays as long as we know that we can reach our monthly goals and we're working hard. And yeah. And I guess we sit down and we discuss our holidays together. So that really helps who's working when. Product percentage. So we usually, you get a commission on product that you sell. Usually it's around 15%. So the more product you sell, the higher your paychecks are going to be. So they really work hard for that. And obviously with what we're doing, we're providing a service. So you want to sell product. Why would your clients go somewhere else to buy a product when they should be buying it from you? Because you should be educating your clients. Also, if you don't want to do commission, you can do chair rentals. So that means a stylist will rent a chair in the salon. It's usually around $1,200 per month. Stylists, they're responsible for all your their expenses, but you are your own boss and you usually get to pick your own hours. Benefits, some employers will offer benefits for their employees. It depends which salon you go to. More chain salons, I guess, do benefits. Or salary. Because I am the owner, I do pay myself a set wage every 2 weeks. So that's, at first it was small, but then over time and over years, that salary does get increased. Here are some pictures of our laser machine, what it can do. There's laser hair removal. That was a birthmark and we were working on that to get it removed. And yeah, laser hair removal on the neck, which I think is a big hit for both men and women. And then men, yeah, there was his neck hairline, which actually keeps it nice and tidy so he doesn't have to work on it very often. Supports and PD. Obtaining red seal should be a priority. I think you need 3,500 hours before writing or going for your journey person scale. So yeah, you have to do your written exam before your journey person. Continued education is important. Trends, styles, and products are constantly changing and evolving. So it doesn't matter if you think you're good at doing hair, like you should still be continuing your education, taking classes, because even our color lines are constantly changing. Few pictures of our lashes, lash extensions. We do classic, hybrid, volume, and mega volume. Opportunities in the field. You can do part-time or full-time. Like if you already have a family, you might want to start off with part-time. Even if you are part-time, you can still manage your hours and bring a home a good paycheck if you're wise with your time. You work for someone or be independent. So you can work for a salon or you can work at home. Working on cruise ships, that was in the back of my head when I was younger. Hairstylist or an educator once red seal is obtained. Choose what you want to specialize in. There are people that only specialize in hair coloring. There's people that only specialize in barbering, wedding hair, just styling, and extensions. Also, another opportunity would be working on hair for film and television. I know a lot of people are really big into that. There's so many opportunities. These are a few pictures of our DF machine and microneedling. So after microneedling, we use our DF machine and they hooks up to those cloths or that mask. And yeah, our skin product gets 10,000 times more into the skin. So work-life balance, I think this is actually a struggle for a lot of entrepreneurs. And it's really difficult to find that healthy balance. So yeah, my hours now, only because my baby is only 10 months. I only work Tuesday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 2:30. It was just a 12, but now that he's 10 months, I've opened it up to 2:30 because I have to work on emails, questions, or get things done that my team needs, phone clients back, and any paperwork that from my accountant or anything. And I work usually till 3:45 because I have to pick my boys up at 4 from daycare. My time off, right now I get my evenings and Sundays and Mondays off, and though that time off is my time with my boys, I try to give my boys 100% of their attention because just because I feel guilty of being a working mom when they're so little, but it's worth it. The holidays, I choose my holidays around my clients for summer because of weddings that are booked in with our salon. And having children made me not overwork myself and work regular hours. It also made me rely and trust my hardworking team. Picture of my babies.
Thank you very much, Destinee. The entrepreneurship journey is not an easy one, and to do it with a young family like you have really speaks volumes. Plus all the awards that you've won, which speaks volumes as well. I know that for myself, my last haircut that I got from you was the best that my wife ever thought I ever got. So I want to thank you for that personally. So advice for young people that are thinking about getting into this industry, you got to start off by going to school, right? You can't just start into the industry.
I would definitely finish your schooling first, and then you can go in the industry, but just I would learn as much about the industry first.
Renette, have you got any questions for Destinee?
Thank you so much for doing that. That was an awesome presentation. Yeah, I think students are going to look at this and they realize, at age 22, you were already owning your own business. And I think that's really refreshing for students that may aspire to do that younger, but maybe feel like, they need to be older in order to achieve those goals. And, you can show them that it can be done by hard work. If there was something else that you would want to say to aspiring young entrepreneurs or students, what else would you tell them that maybe you've learned that you'd like to share with them?
I think the first thing is find a mentor. And the second one is never forget who you are and who helped you along the way. And never forget where you came from and who helped you along the way. I think that was my biggest learning experience because those of you that helped you along the way, yeah, you can give back when you're successful.
I think that's so true. I think anybody that's ever helped out a youth or young people, you know, or even anybody that's helped myself, you know, I think they want to know that, you know, what you've achieved and what you've accomplished. And I think that's so important too. So, so thank you. I think that's all the questions I have.
Okay. Thank you very much, Destinee, for sharing your story. I know that it will inspire a lot of young people who see this presentation to follow their dreams. So it's very much appreciated. And don't forget, if you watch this, please fill out the survey that can be found at www.rdiec.ca. Thanks again, and we'll stop here.